Welcome back, human beings and living things. My name is Ayana JK, and I'm your mindset coach. It's so amazing to have you here on this beautiful spring day. So, as your online mindset coach, I hope you're on time today. This lesson is for my growth mindset individuals, okay? This one's for you. I have a few quotes today, so hopefully I'm not getting too philosophical with you, but just know. The main thing to understand is that if we resist change, it becomes harder to navigate. Like, let that sink in. It's like trying to push a bus, okay? And it's only you. Yeah. We have control over how we think, react, and how we feel, right? And with that being said, I would like you guys to think of yourself as a loving, human, compassionate computer, and your brain, nervous system, and everything else that's aligned within your body and mind and soul is the motherboard, the control of everything, right? Still, remember, soul, spirit first. For my people who know, they know. Second, it begins with awareness. We have to be aware of ourselves in order to make any sort of change regardless. We need to know what we do and why we do the things we do and what we don't do. Okay, and once we understand that, it becomes easier for us to act on change, right? Next one is actionable steps to welcoming change within your life, right? So by taking actionable steps, it helps to move you out of stagnation if you are fearful of moving forward because you are scared of the unknown and what lies ahead. It's very important to ask yourself, how do you handle change? Really sit with that, because truth can hurt sometimes. And when we are in front of a computer screen or we have a pen and paper and we're just writing our thoughts out, we can see a lot of things that we haven't probably come to terms with, right? So, really sit with that and take your time. It's not a race. Once we understand how change affects us, we are able to handle change in a more effective way, right? Which is very important because it lessens the resistance. Really take it into consideration that the way that we think is how our reality will look to us.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome back. Understanding that the way that we think dictates our reality, right? As I mentioned before. And hypothetically speaking, say if John believes that everyone's out to get him and that nothing goes right in his life, right? So externally, it's mirroring exactly how he feels. We are what we think, okay? And that can go in a positive direction and that can go in a negative direction. Or it can go in between where you're kind of leaning on one side more than the other, or it's a balance, right? And you're kind of trying to navigate out of what's no longer serving you. If you are ever met with resistance, I really would like you to sit with yourself and ask yourself, why am I not allowing myself to move forward, and what am I afraid of? This calls for some deep inner reflection type of time, and give yourself that. And this is also for my people out there who tend to give advice to people and people always come to them to hear their opinion on something. It's time to give that to yourself. You got it. The main thing I'd like to pinpoint is that the unknown can be a scary fucking place. It's important to know that although it can be scary, it can also be exciting and a chance to fulfill a new beginning, right? So if you look at it in a higher light, you are more susceptible to receiving good outcomes. I have this tattoo on my forearm that I've had for a little while now, and it says, "In darkness there is light," right? And this has been my strength quote that I have carried with me for like a long time, and it has gotten me through such hard times, right? But that's something to keep in mind. You are walking with light every single day, even during your darkest times. We are created in the image of light and love, with the image of light and love. And it's very important to remember that, because we are that We are a human lantern in the darkness. We are the ones who lead our way for ourselves. Why stay stagnant and dim your light within the darkness and allow it to take a hold of you rather than moving forward and pushing past fear? I get it's easier said than done, but it is possible. It's endearing to really see yourself for who you truly are, which is why I love teaching the way that I do and starting this new journey within my life personally. I got here because I had to learn everything that I'm teaching you. I'm living proof that it doesn't happen overnight, and I'm still continuously learning every single day. But we get to a point where we're able to teach people even as we are learning. And that is something so important to keep in mind. I came up with another quote, and I have one more after this, I promise. The purity within your soul speaks louder than your conditioning. I know that in my position, I was very conditioned to believe that I was not in control of my decision making and that my decisions for myself were invalid. Apart from breaking out of that mindset and slowly but surely integrating into a healthier mindset of knowing that I'm capable of making choices for myself, it really taught me that regardless of what you have been taught as a child or teenager, whatever the case may be, you are still able to change your beliefs and way of thinking. It is possible. And the last and final quote that I will leave you guys with today is that change holds a multitude of feelings. One thing, it is not impossible. It is not impossible. Change is always happening and it's always there. We just have to allow ourselves to welcome it, even if it's hard. Apart from knowing your worth, it's more about taking actionable steps than anything, and the self-awareness. I feel as though personally, and I believe that those are the two key components in order to implement change within your life, apart from giving yourself that love and patience. I'm Ayana JK. I'm your online mindset coach, and I'll catch you at lesson 2. Peace.